when it comes to the art of being a tattoo artist, in what ways is that different? Like, obviously, you're working on skin on a human being, so there's obviously that difference. But are there other differences in the art from painting or sketching, or is it just, I guess basically you're more, doing what people want you to do in terms of like, oh, I want this on my skin, but in the learning process itself, are there similarities between all those different types of art?
Well, there are similarities and there are differences. And I'm glad you asked, because that's it. That's a very important distinction a lot of people don't know. Like, I learned the hard way, like how different they are. Because I went to art school and it's very polished portfolio, and I start tattooing, and I'm like, punk rock in my young 20s and very, very like, cocky, like this is the way it is. And, if you're saying something different, you're a hater. Well, some of that is actually true. So there's a lot of stuff with tattooing that wouldn't apply to, illustration on a piece of paper. Like, it needs to be angled on the skin a certain way. Different skin types react ink differently, different areas of the body react ink. Tattoos spread over time, so you have to keep longevity in mind. Um, like tattoos flow they look much better if they flow well with the body. So you need to like craft it so it flows well with the body. I remember one of the early sleeves I did was based off Resident Evil, and I did a whole thing with like skyscrapers coming up the arm with like zombies and everything. I thought it looked great at the time, but the problem is like you don't always keep your arm like this. Sometimes your arm like this, sometimes like this. So that distorts the picture the minute you move your arm.
Right.
It's only good when you have your arm out straight, and preferably you would have something that looks great with you, whatever you're doing. You know,
Right.
but these are all things you learn. Like at this point, I've been tattooing 24 years,
Mm.
and I feel like you learn something new all the time. The minute you show yourself off and you say I know everything, you may as well quit.